Hello, guys. It's David here. Hope you're doing really well. This is our little tour of Gran Canaria, and I have to say, we had a fantastic time. We were there for 5 nights. We flew by Jet2, really pleasantly surprised how efficient, how easy it was to check in. I'm not a great flyer, so I kind of like things to go well and smoothly, but we did, and we got there pretty much on time, which was absolutely amazing. Highly recommend that you rent a car. The reason being the island is pretty big, so you really want to be sort of exploring it a bit because if you do stay in one place, you might struggle a bit. And we managed to get a car for £9, and it was a very good one. First place we went to when we got to the hotel in the evening was the Yumbo bar. Now we went to Maspalomas. You can see anything here from a drag queen to any kind of bar that you want. But we grabbed some food. We were very hungry and we just wanted to get away. Now, our hotel was absolutely stunning. So, big shout out to Bohemia Suites and Spa. We got an absolutely beautiful 5-star room. It was gorgeous. There were 3 swimming pools. We had all the kitchen facilities as well. Bed was comfy. It was clean. It was absolutely really well maintained. Absolutely no complaints from the hotel at all. As you can see, this is the decking bar. You could eat food, you could drink all day practically, and you could laze by the pool. So if that's your thing, which we did utilize the heated pools and jacuzzi a lot because they were stunning, then I would highly recommend Bohemia Suites and Spa. I'll try and put as many links into the description as possible, but really nice. Now, needless to say, the weather was very hot. So one place would recommend in Maspalomas was the sand dunes. They are absolutely stunning, as you can see. One thing we did notice, which was a little bit naughty, was people were going over the barriers. So try and keep to where they are segregated, as you can see there, because it is an area of outstanding beauty. And I think we did notice a lot of people going over and sort of treading around stuff. So we were good boys and girls, and I don't think you're going to miss that much by, being cheeky and breaking those rules because the visual sandscape was absolutely stunning. So have a walk around, have a little look around, see what you can see, but absolutely breathtaking sight. So I would highly recommend the sand dunes of Maspalomas. Just taking that blue sky, and really it was back to back blue sky for the whole trip. The only thing that the only time actually we didn't get any back to back blue sky was when we went to the north of the island. Now, obviously, if you are driving and you're hiring a car, obviously on the right side of the road, and you're going to be using a left hand drive. So I would advise somebody who has a little bit of confidence to drive and to do that. Lots of roundabouts on the island, lots of zebra crossings or pedestrian crossings in very strange places. So it does make you very visually aware. So keep a little lookout. Again, just a little scan of the sand dunes. As I say, it's so breathtaking, and there are plenty of places around that you can grab a coffee, something cold, and just take in that beautiful landscape. And as I say, we did drive a lot around the island because it was very simply the best way to get around. We weren't really seeing a lot in terms of public transport, and you look at the times that it takes to get to places. To make it a very, if you're doing an exploration holiday, so to speak, then yes, you do want a car. If you're sort of chilling out and you just want to be a beach bum and soak in the sea and sand, then of course, then that's a different holiday altogether. But that's the beauty of Gran Canaria that we found, that you pretty much can do everything that you want. Now, I know the Canary Islands definitely have a bit of a touristy vibe going on with them. And you can do that if you want. Absolutely. You can be a tourist, enjoy the tack, or you can enjoy just sightseeing and catching some of the most breathtaking sights. That was a view from the hotel. The Bohemia Suites also had a gym, so that was nice. I was able to go and do a little workout in the morning. We then went to the old capital, Vegeta. Now, this was absolutely stunning. The buildings and the architecture were absolutely breathtaking. Now, this is in the north part of the island. Highly recommend it. We went to a bar called La Barbaria. Again, we'll put the links below. And the streets are very narrow. This is very beautiful architecture, and we were pretty amazed at how beautiful it was. Everywhere was pretty quiet as well, and we were, again, we really didn't sort of, again, we didn't really think that it would be as quiet as it was, and it really was. It's a much more laid back Spanish vibe. Streets were beautiful, as you can see, not sparsely, quite sparsely populated, but it was beautiful. The architecture was stunning. Vigueta, an absolute gem of a place to visit. We went to the Cathedral of St. Anna along with the bar restaurant, and that was absolutely beautiful. We had the Canarian potatoes, highly recommended at that bar. We did a Canarian potato uh, crawl essentially over the holiday. Canarian potatoes are like boiled potatoes with a sauce called mojo sauce. Really stunning. We kind of got into it. This is the view from the cathedral. It was a beautiful town square with music playing. If you're into your churches, now the Cathedral of St. Anna was absolutely incredible. Again, loads of architecture, very historical, very picturesque. Now you've got the opportunity to go to the top of the tower, which was 160 steps, or you can get the lift. Now I actually did do the 160 steps. It was pretty hard work. These are the gardens of the cathedral. Stunning, beautiful, very tranquil. It was €6, I believe, to enter the cathedral. And that's the view from the top. And my vertigo kicked in, so apologies, not the best of views, but again, as you can see, north side of the island, definitely a lot more windy and cloudy in comparison to the south. Now we've got back to the hotel. This is the Bohemia Suites. Beautiful entrance, plenty of places to sit. As I said, tons of pools, lots of food options. They do have a car park there as well, so I do recommend utilizing that because it is free if you are hiring your car. Now, this is the view of the hotel from the outside. I think to book this, now there's a cocktail bar to the right of you. You can see like a sort of round part of the hotel. Now that's a cocktail bar. The views are stunning. It's an artisan cocktail bar. Now we went on a submarine. This was absolutely incredible. Again, we'll put the links down to where this was, but you can do a submarine ride for €35. We booked in advance, so we got it a little bit cheaper. But for 30 minutes, you literally get to go in a submarine. Now, I actually thought this was going to be a boat with a glass bottom, but it really was the real deal. Needless to say, the views were absolutely breathtaking. The water was beautiful. Again, this all went very smoothly. Everyone is very laid back and chilled in Gran Canaria. That was the one thing. Now, being a Brit or half Italian, language is always a bit of an issue, I think, for me. But the standard of their English was absolutely incredible. Again, putting us Brits to shame with their ability to speak. But again, this was absolutely well worth the money. You got 35 minutes. It was roasting. The bar at the hotel was also lovely, so you can grab a cocktail and you might catch yourself a collared dove or two chilling out. So if you grab some snacks, you can feed one. They're not running around like mad. So we did see a few very cute collared doves there. And also, another thing we noticed was it was very clean. So I always had bad preconceptions of a cockroach infested island, but like you always hear, but it wasn't. It was so clean. So we went to a town called Alguinogen. Apologies for the pronunciation. More canary potatoes. And the one thing about this place and many others is just the clarity and the beauty of the water. There were so many beautiful buildings, but also a lot of boats. So you're always going to find a spot where you can grab a spot of lunch and see the sea, see the boats. And that was stunning. Now, on our last day, we went to the aquarium. So I highly recommend this because it was absolutely incredible. Now, I was absolutely stunned by the sheer size of the aquarium. It was absolutely gargantuan. They had sharks, they had turtles, some of the most beautiful fish and sea life I think I have ever seen. Highly recommend it. And as you can see here, this is just a very small part of it, but absolutely incredible. What I was really impressed was the welfare of the fish. There were divers checking up, feeding, making sure that they were all okay. And this, like I say, this was literally a small part of the aquarium. Highly recommend that you pay a visit. Again, they had sharks. The variety and some of the sea life that were there was just, again, breathtaking for me because I'm not particularly au fait with the sea life and species of fish, which maybe not many people are, but you're going to get rays and things like that here. Flew back. We got a night flight, which was a bit of a chore, but I will be honest, Jet2 again pulled out the stops, did really well. We flew back into Stansted and we took the 10 o'clock flight back. It was a little delayed. Got back in about 2:30. Luckily, there was a bus not very long after. I really hope you enjoy I really hope you enjoy the video. Like I say, I'll put as many links down below as I can. But as a Google, check out the aquarium and all the other sites. Hope this was useful. Gran Canaria, 10 out of 10.